John. Say hi, Trapper John.
Hello.
All right, cool. And
All
this
right.
is the trap.
So the way this works, the animal enters through here, steps on this platform, and the door closes behind it. Raccoons, possums, and skunks are the three animals that you'll catch that I'll come and pick up. If you happen to catch a cat or a squirrel, you want to let them go. Now, like I said, most domesticated animals will stay away from these traps because they smell like wild animal.
Great.
And the traps will be closed during the day, so squirrels aren't that much of an issue. But if you do happen to catch them, what you want to do since you're on that hillside, turn the trap, say if this is the hill going down,
Okay.
turn the trap so it's facing that way,
Uh-huh.
okay? So the trap doesn't just roll down the hill. And then all you have to do is standing at the back of the trap where the mesh is tighter, roll it over 2 times with your foot.
Uh-huh.
The door will open up and they'll run straight out.
Tricky. All right, good.
Okay, now the way this works, this bar here connected to the door,
Yeah.
this one here, which operates the ramp, they rest against each other like so. Now there's a small notch on the bottom of this bar
Sure.
that this will set into.
Got it.
So you don't want to
Okay.
set it all the way to the top because
Yeah.
it'll freeze itself. Set it right down there by the bottom.
Okay.
When you come out in the morning to check the traps, if there's something in there, you'll give me a call. If there's nothing in there, lift the door and let it fall.
Perfect.
Okay? Now to reset the traps, anytime after 5 o'clock is fine. Most animal activity is usually between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m.
Got it.
Okay? So just make sure you set them before you go to bed. Now what you do is these 2 rings, that's what secures the door when it closes. So what you do is you lift the 2 rings, lift the door all the way up, take the bar on the inside to about a 3 o'clock position, and lower the door onto it just like so. Okay?
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Now
Can
they're
do that.
traps, so they're sensitive. If the animal happens to come up from behind,
It'll trip.
all it knows is there's food inside and it'll start hitting the metal, and if the door closes, a possum or a skunk will just reach through here or try to dig underneath it.
Sure, sure.
Raccoons will pick the traps up, throw them to the side. Okay?
Okay.
So if you come out in the morning and the traps are at the bottom of the hill, that's usually what it is. Okay?
Got it.
Not that it's impossible for them to get out of here,
Uh-huh.
but it's pretty improbable. And
Okay.
usually the only time it happens is if there's babies in the trap and the mom out of desperation tries to get them out.
Sure, sure.
Okay? And then she'll roll it, but doesn't understand the mechanics of the trap.
Okay.
Raccoons and possums, if they're in the trap, don't stick your fingers in there, you're okay. If you happen to catch a skunk, they're not going to spray it just because they're in the trap.
Okay.
They only spray to protect themselves.
Sure.
And they know that when they do spray, every animal in a certain radius knows that they're in a state of distress. So they try not to spray. Now, the younger they are,
Yeah,
of
sure.
course, they're just,
Okay.
they don't care.
Okay.
But you can get this close to a skunk in the trap. I don't advise it. They can spray 15 to 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're gonna throw rocks at it, do it from like 25 feet away.
Well, I'm not going to do any of that.
When I do pick them up, what they do spray almost every time.
Oh, jeez.
And what I do is I approach them with a tarp,
Okay.
and then I transfer them into that box. Now they usually spray the tarp so the smell comes and goes with me.
Okay.
Let her know, or whomever, that back wall, that, you know, if they do get the smell, the best thing to do is once I'm gone, open up all the windows and let the air push it out.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of like a smoke, and the longer you leave it in a closed area,
Yeah.
the more it starts to saturate
Sure,
with
sure.
materials and stuff like that.
Okay.
Rodents, and there's going to be a lot of them back here
Okay.
because of all the ivy and stuff. Rodents can get in and out of these traps at will. A mouse can get in and out, take all the food, and never even set the trap off. A rat, even if it sets it off, will just come out through these doors,
Sure,
which is
got
why
it.
the doors are like that, so you're not always coming out and encountering rats.
Okay.
I'll leave you a little bit of extra food.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever I come out to pick up an animal, I'll put fresh food in it, but I always leave them closed.
Okay.
So it'll be up to you to open them at night.
Okay.
But if you catch something and let it go, or if when you come out to set it in the evening, if the food's gone, it's from the rodents.
Okay. Got it.
So you'll just put some more food in there. It's pretty easy. What I do is I take just some dry dog food. I place it in a small cup,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll place it to the back of the trap. Now, it doesn't have to stay standing, and the cup's really just a focal point.
Got it.
But the way I do it is I'll kind of stand it up,
Uh-huh.
tilt it a little bit, and then you just set it back there just like so.
Got it.
Okay,
Got
and
it.
then you can just set the trap down. And then what I do is I take a small handful of kibble, not a lot, like 10 pieces, and throw it inside.
Okay.
So there's a little trail going inside.
Got it. Got it.
Okay? Now, let's see.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty much it. I'm going to
All right.
see what I can find as far as. Yeah. It's good for your hair and your teeth. Don't eat it all at once.
All right.
So I'll go set these down there right now.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can find. Do you have any old cardboard?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, okay, good. What I'm going to do is I'll cut out some pieces that come